Hello guys, Mr. Rapak here. Again, I hope everyone is safe and healthy. Now this video is going to be shorter than the ones that I've done in the past because one out of the two assignments that you're doing this week is an extension from what you did last week. So if you notice on the screen, I have the argument for Manifest Destiny. Now this assignment was put up there on Wednesday and due last Friday, basically talking about, people in the United States who were for Manifest Destiny, right? Their reasoning behind it. Why were they for Manifest Destiny? And if you scroll down, I know there's a whole bunch of reading here, right? I wanted to give you the primary source, but if you scroll down, I actually gave you the reasons for Manifest Destiny simplified. So again, just as a quick little brief reminder, 6 reasons for people who wanted Manifest Destiny, why they were saying they wanted Manifest Destiny, this God-given right to, get the land from the East Coast of America to the West Coast. 6 reasons for that were, 1, the United States had a God-given right, like I said, an obligation to spread its culture, technology, and way of life from the East Coast to the West Coast. Number 2, more land is needed to accommodate the growing population because America was growing at such a fast rate with industry and with with more and more immigrants coming over that they needed this land to expand so they can grow the country. 3, the further west we can expand, the more secure our nation will be. What if our neighbors, meaning Texas and Mexico, become warlike? They were kind of fearful of war. Number 4, the desire to reclaim and transform the West and wild to farms and cities, because remember, the western frontier wasn't really inhabited besides Native Americans, so they wanted to take their technologies, way of life, their culture, and spread that out into the West. Number 5, we already have Americans living out west in California and the Oregon country, all the way since, the Louisiana Purchase. This shows that the people really want to be out there, and we know we have an obligation to protect them. So expand out west so that the Americans already out there in those territories can be protected. And lastly, 6, the Constitution supports it. Land acquisition is implied power by Congress. Remember, Thomas Jefferson used implied power with the Constitution to purchase the Louisiana Purchase. So now looking at it, people who were for Manifest Destiny said, hey, Thomas Jefferson, implied power by Congress, it's implied. So this land, implied power. So those were the reasons for Manifest Destiny. Now fast forwarding to your assignment for this week is continuing off of this. So we already did the argument for Manifest Destiny. Now we have the argument against Manifest Destiny. So same essential question as last week, which is, how was this idea of the American frontier glamorized, and how did it impact the settlement of the West? Now, just like what you did with the argument for Manifest Destiny, now you're looking at the opposite point of view, people who were against this idea of Manifest Destiny. So, very similar to what you did in the last assignment, you're going to answer the questions down below after reading. Now, mind you, these are the same exact questions, and I'm not lying here, these are the same exact questions that you did on the first one. So you answer these questions as a citizen who was for Manifest Destiny. On this one, same questions, but you're going to answer them as someone who is against Manifest Destiny, okay? So don't get confused and be like, Mr. Rapak, these are the same questions. I know they're the same questions. But we're breaking this down so we can see both sides of the argument for Manifest Destiny. So you're going to answer these questions saying, or as a person who is against this idea of Manifest Destiny. Now, just like the last one, yes, you have the reading, right? The primary source, but then I also put down below reasons against Manifest Destiny simplified. So I gave reasons to simplify this idea yet again. So make sure you read those reasons against Manifest Destiny, and then again, answer the questions down below as if you were someone who was against this idea. Remember, 2 sentences minimum. Make sure you explain. And then, of course, this assignment is going to be due on Wednesday, April 22nd by 11:59 p.m. Now, what the trend I'm starting to see with these assignments is I'm probably going to continue this trend of one assignment due Wednesday, the other assignment due Friday. But having that Friday, if you have that Friday time, I'm not going to give another third assignment. So that Friday time is if you say you miss this assignment argument against Manifest Destiny, you miss it and you're like, listen, I totally forgot, and you turn it in on Friday, I will give you points for it. It will be late. You will get points off, but at least you can earn some type of points for it if you forgot to do it. So this week, your first assignment is Argument Against Manifest Destiny. It is on here, on Canvas, right here. It's all set up for you. The links are there, ready to go. And your next assignment is going to be another Friday Focus podcast. I'm not going to reveal what the article is yet, but you guys will see that podcast come up on Wednesday. It's the same type of format we've been doing since the beginning of the year, so it should feel a little bit more comfortable for you, and that will be due on Friday. So you have the Argument Against Manifest Destiny due Wednesday, and then the podcast, the Friday Focus podcast, will be due on Friday by 11:59 p.m. As always, if you have any questions at all, comments, concerns, please email me or send me a message directly on Canvas, and I will try to get back to you as soon as I can. Even after school hours, even on the weekend, I will try to reach out to you as fast as I can. So, again, hope you're all safe and healthy, and hope you enjoy the rest of the week.